Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Monday, September 16th, 2013. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to jump right into the charts here. We'll look at the S&P 500 E-mini futures. You'll see that the futures are flying high today, up by 16 3/4. That's a pretty good, powerful surge. The rally comes as Larry Summers withdraws his name as a candidate to become the next Fed chairman. So markets are rejoicing over that news for some apparent reason. If you ask me, it really doesn't matter who is the Fed chairman. The policies will still be the same. But in any case, Larry Summers has withdrawn. He was the front runner. He was Obama's so-called choice. But again, due to many reports saying that he would be the next Fed chairman, he withdraws his name yesterday, and the market soar higher on the news. So pretty big pop there in the S&P 500 futures. And again, now it's between Janet Yellen and Donald Cohn as the next two frontrunners. Right now, you have to give the nod to Janet Yellen. I don't think it really makes a big difference. Her policies are pretty much right out of Bernanke's playbook. So it looks like the market just wants that continued easy money policy to keep flowing. And you got a big surge today. So futures are up sharply today, up over the 1700 level, and nonetheless they're up about 16.5 points right now. Now what we do see a little bit lower today is oil, and also gold is basically flat. Now gold last night surged higher on this news as well. Gold was up about 22 points last night. Now gold is just up $5. So if you take a look at the GLD, you're going to see some pretty volatile action. It was higher at the start of the morning, has come back down, now has caught another bid, trading just underneath the 127 level. The GLD did close, though, on Friday at 127.82 after rallying in the last hour of the day. So be prepared for some volatile gold action. Also, watch oil today. The USO definitely coming under pressure on this news. USO is now trading at $38.22. If you take a look at light sweet crude today, light sweet crude is trading down $1.50 this morning to around the 106.70 level a barrel. So light sweet crude definitely coming in. That's down about 1.4%. Gold is inching up a little bit, up about $5, but it's been all over the map. So gold and oil definitely are volatile today. We're seeing a lot of action both ways, up, down, and all around on this news. We're not really sure if that's 100% of the news is coming from the Larry Summers headlines, but I do think that problems in the Middle East are getting solved a little bit, and that is helping oil retreat. So light sweet crude down over $1.50 today. It's a pretty decent fall. And you can see the USO right now trading around 38.22. We'll see if that does proceed to go lower, especially if oil does start to fall a little bit more. But oil is down decently before the opening bell. Now, looking at a few other things here, when we look across the pond in Europe today, Europe is rallying on this news as well. The German DAX is up about 1.2%. French CAC 40 is up 0.9%. And you do have the London FTSE 100, which is England. They can print their own money. That index is also trading higher by about 0.9%. So really, Europe is doing fine. Asia was flat last night across the board. There was some news out of India last night saying that inflation is starting to creep out of control. Looks like inflation in India is up over 6% now. So a little bit wild there. You want to watch these Indian ADRs. Be a little bit careful with them. Tata Motors has had an amazing run. That probably needs to pull back a little bit. If you're taking a look at stocks like Infosys, no problems there. It's had a really good move as of late, a little uptick, but again, it's really more in a range than anything else. And then if you're looking at the India fund, which is INF, this is an overall barometer of India. You got to be a little bit careful here with this one as well. But inflation is really heating up in India, and we'll see if that does cause problems in the future. But when we look at the rest of Asia, not really that big a deal last night. You had the rest of the Asian markets basically flat for the most part. I believe the Hang Seng did have a good move. Hang Seng was up 1.5%, but that was the big leader there last night. But we're not going to make too much out of it. That's usually tracks our Dow Jones or our S&P 500. So you could see that that's just going higher off of the Larry Summers news for the most part. There are some stocks out here that are moving, but nothing all that dramatic either way that I'm seeing. Again, we're going to watch. We'll probably have a couple of gap plays posted in the chat room around 9 o'clock in the morning, but it's not going to be off the charts from what we could see here. It's just going to be basically a few stocks in motion today. So we'll take it. We'll take our cue from the markets. We want to follow the bank stocks today. They'll tell you a lot. Right now, J.P. Morgan is trading higher. It closed at $52.56 on Friday. Right now, it's trading at $53.36 at the moment. So watch this stock. As long as the bank stocks hold up today, the overall market indexes will do pretty well. I don't really see any problems with the markets if the bank stocks can hold up. The one area I am looking at weakness, though, is the dollar yen. Dollar yen is falling. That means the Japanese yen is starting to strengthen. That could put some problems into the U.S. markets, or at least curtail this big rally that we're having. Not saying the markets will just immediately sell off, but the upside could be limited as long as the dollar yen continues to fall. So we'll keep an eye on that market. I think traders want to watch that. That gives us a lot of clues to what's going on throughout the day. Now, this coming Wednesday is going to be very important because that is going to be the big FOMC meeting. So many people are expecting the Fed to begin their tapering, whether it's a $10 billion taper, $20 billion taper, nobody really knows. But the Fed is expected to begin its tapering announcement on Wednesday. So the FOMC meeting is Wednesday afternoon, and the markets are going to be most likely waiting for that big meeting to come out. So I'm not sure what kind of volume we're going to see over the next couple of days, but it is options expiration this coming Friday, so the monthly expiration for the month of September is in play. So we should all expect morning volatility. I'm going to leave it there at that, short and sweet today, and I will see everybody on the charts. Take care now.